I want to have supper. I want to take my meal in a regular chair.
Mm.
So I've been eating in a zero gravity chair, lean back. And so Jackie, bless her, she moves my zero gravity chair out and brings over a regular chair.
Mm.
And I have supper sitting at the table with my family.
That would have been massive.
That was huge. That
Yeah.
was huge.
Mm.
And then the next week, my physical therapist says, Terry, you're definitely stronger. I want you to start doing your exercises 10 minutes twice a day. Now, when I was doing my exercises, I was doing electrical stimulation while I'm doing my, little tiny mat exercises. So do 10 minutes twice a day, 15 twice a day, 20 minutes twice a day, half an hour twice a day. And then I was like, I'm going to start figuring out how to do this while I'm at work.
Mm.
And so I'm at putting on my electrodes and I'm doing isometric exercises, and I'm moving the electrodes around because I'm weak everywhere.
Mm.
So I'm working on my belly, my back, my butt muscles, my quads, my hamstrings, my calf muscles, my tib anterioris. And then my physical therapist says, why don't you try walking?
Yeah.
And I'm walking with 2 walking sticks. And then I start walking at the hospital with 2 walking sticks. And my partners are all stunned, like, oh my God, is this the Tysabri?
Yeah.
And I say, well, no, it's not. And I show them my eSTEM device. And I start talking about what I've been doing with diet and some supplements. And then I'm walking with 1 walking stick,
Mm-hmm.
and then with none.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm up to the point where I can walk around the block. And and I tell Jackie, do you think I could try riding my bike again? Which I have not done in 6 years.
That's where I was hoping you were leading to. I knew, yeah. Because
And she says, if things keep going well, maybe this fall we can do that.
Yeah.
Well, 2 weeks later, it's Mother's Day, and I really want to try riding my bike. So we have this emergency family meeting because my children, who are 16 and 13, they don't want me to try. They don't want to have me risk falling and getting hurt and losing the ground that I made. But Jack says, we can try.
Mm.
So we all get into position. She tells my 16-year-old boy, who's 6'5", Zach, you run alongside on the left.
Yeah.
She tells my 13-year-old daughter, Zebby, you run alongside on the right, and she'll follow. So we all get into position that she gives the all clear to take off. And I get on my bike and I bike around the block. Now that big 16-year-old boy, he's crying. The 13-year-old girl, she's crying.
Yeah.
Jackie's crying.
Yeah. They got you back.
When I relive that moment,
Yes,
I cry. Because when you have progressive multiple sclerosis, and I have secondary progressive MS, you let go of the future. Because I learned in medical school, all of my physicians taught me that functions once lost are gone forever.
Mm.
If you have relapsing remitting MS, you might get them back, but with secondary progressive, they're gone, they're gone. And so as part of the adaptation, I let go of the future. It would take each day as it unfolded. And so it wasn't until I got on that bike and I biked around the block that I realized, well, who knows how much recovery might be possible. So after that, every day I biked a little bit more.
Yep.
And then in October, so a few months later, Jackie comes home and says, honey, I've signed us up for the Courage Ride. It's 18.5 miles. However far you go, it will be a triumph. And at that point, the furthest I'd biked was 8 miles.
Yeah.
But I made it.
Me too.
I crossed that finish line. Once again, we're all crying. You know, my kids are crying, Jackie's crying, I'm crying. And it fundamentally changes how I think about disease and health. It will change the way I practice medicine, and it will change the focus of my research.